That is crazy.
America, legend.
Hey.
No, on some real shit though, but y'all know we in your house though, man. But tell your father to cover his mouth though, please, yo.
Man, listen, I can't control that, man.
Oh, fuck, nigga, the Heineken virus in his...
That nigga stole my whole name. The day a nigga told me his buddy owned and he wouldn't talk about me, I said, oh, this nigga's a fucking dangerous person. Was we shooting?
Yeah.
Keep that way.
Yo.
Keep that for me, Wayne.
My fault.
So what we do? We start knowing we still.
I was waiting for coronavirus. I ain't know he was live. My fault.
That's why
ain't nobody give me a countdown. I ain't look up. Shit, ain't my apologies.
Hey, Bud tried to give us the coronavirus last year.
Oh yeah. That's when it started. We live? We not hold that. We go. Let me know we on. All right, back. Go ahead. What you talking about?
This nigga keeps stopping though.
He definitely gave us the coronavirus last year.
Fat bitch was eating out.
Hey, Bud, after episode 1, everybody was sick.
Man, ain't my motherfucking problem. Y'all niggas was out here living foul, man.
No,
shit,
you had the fucking early release copy of the coronavirus.
That nigga had a mixtape party for that shit.
Hey,
That nigga had the deluxe, the pre-release.
He had the double album coronavirus.
Everybody was sick.
as y'all said, was you speaking on camera ain't shit but the regular flu, right? That's what y'all believe in, motherfucker.
Wasn't nothing regular about that
Nah,
flu.
you had that motherfucker. That bitch went Thriller on the world.
That was an old head cold, man.
Hey, no, all jokes aside though, what do y'all actually think of the coronavirus though? Y'all think the shit real?
I think all this should be man-made.
I mean, it's
that's-
hard not to look at it and say we've been through SARS, bird flu,
Ebola.
and we've been through so much. It's hard to not look at it and kind of be a little bit skeptical.
But the diabetes too. They always say black people diabetes.
They made that shit just for us, didn't it?
You ever met a white diabetic? I never met a white diabetic.
I'm sure.
Never.
No, yo.
I'm sure. You gotta do the research on that.
No, yo.
Shout out to all y'all.
Niggas say diabetes was created on Motown.
That's why motherfuckers out here getting sick. It's like, y'all.
I'm into this.
No, bro. You don't know who you know white person got diabetes.
Take insulin and everything.
Off the top of my head, I don't even know black people that got it, but I know they got it.
You don't see white people walking around here, leg chopped off, they had diabetes and shit.
Well, you would assume it's military based, but it might not be.
Nah,
Hey.
man.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
That shit will hit our community or like crack.
That shit crazy. I'm in tears right now,
Man,
bro.
if nothing else though, man, we got niggas tell you people
Wash your hands.
You know what I mean?
Wear the mask.
Cover when you cough and sneeze and shit, do it in your
I ain't gonna lie.
It's basic, typical shit.
I think it got some.
Shit,
I just gotta
go
want to. I'm day by day with the coronavirus shit. I gotta see if part of me believe what you said, or another part of me
You
feel
gotta
like.
get it to believe it.
No, I gotta see how long this shit goes. Like how it made set a number off camera about how many people died from the flu last year. If that shit's double or triple, at the end of this year in the world, that shit's bigger than the flu.
The people who's like really truly affecting already have underlying health issues. It's not like shit is attacking a healthy person and then little Mario just died.
So I'm gonna tell you this: you deal with the coronavirus day by day. I'm staying away from this shit, man. With that said, man, we is back, episode 10, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good episode today, man.
We got 10 of them things.
10 of them, man.
10 piece. That fat boy get a 10 piece.
Oh, man.
Funny ass, crazy. It's me, man. I'm gonna lead the group today, man. I got my fellas with me, man. Want me to introduce y'all? Want me to do it? Y'all want me to
Do what you do. We 10 deep right now.
I got my man Chev DiBiase in the building.
Champ is here.
The billionaire, he gives himself a million aliases. Got my man D-Man Pops, man, Coach Bud, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call him.
I got too much.
And we got my man on the end, King Jones, aka Tantalizing. The R&B album is coming. The Love Doctor on Wednesday nights.
Oh, and I'm on some real shit. I'm honorable, Tantalizing Muhammad.
Too many names to name, man. Too many names to name. But man, let's get right to it, man. These past few days was very exciting for us, man. The first episode of Young Dylan's Nickelodeon show. That shit I think this was one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever seen from somebody locally.
Absolutely.
Just for it to be episode 1, man. What was y'all initial thoughts of it, man?
I mean, that shit just crazy for me, man. Like I literally set my DVR to remind me to go watch Young Dylan. That shit just it just blow your
It
mind.
sounds surreal.
It is, and I had my son, I had my nieces.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, y'all know him. I went to school with his parents, so yeah, he go to school with me. Like, it's crazy, you know. So I definitely, man, but more than anything, I enjoyed the show though. I actually liked the content. So
Facts.
yeah, I mean,
Facts.
that was my initial reaction.
What about you, Bud? Man, Tyler Perry put his name on it, and Dill took off with it, man. What you think of it?
Man, before I even try to speak on the show of Tyler Perry, I just want to speak on Dylan, man. I coached the kid for a year or two, and it's just how humble he is and what he's achieving.
Absolutely.
I'm just super happy for him. So I watched the show in pure admiration and just being happy. I didn't get to watch it when it premiered live like everybody else. I had to watch it on demand. Right. But just the fact that I could click on demand and I seen official Young Dylan, I smiled. Like, I was looking at it, like, that's amazing. So yeah, man, I'm just happy for him, man. You know, I feel like the show is, you know, I feel like all things have room for improvement. As, you know, I'm not sitting here to criticize it because I think it's great for kids and what he's doing, man. He's gonna take off.
And it's on one of the biggest.
Yeah, man. So like for Tyler Perry to give an opportunity, bravo to him. And Dylan, man, take the band and run with it.
What's up, Jones? What was your first initial thoughts, man, when you watched that?
I think Dilla's star. I mean, but I've been thought that.
Right.
I watched it alone. I mean, me and my daughter, but she don't know what the fuck going on.
Right.
I feel like, you know. What you laughing at?
Because I swear the way
she don't know what's going on. She just shocked. She's
not even her part of it. The fact that the nigga say, yeah, you know, I watched it alone. Now you just not no longer
because I got other
gotta
kids.
be intimate.
Right.
Like,
you have kids that's older that understand it.
This made me laugh.
I feel like, man, that Shorty can like conquer the world. Like he can become like a true superstar.
Absolutely.
I feel like the show got like true like Nickelodeon humor.
Right.
I think Dill is what Tyler Perry needed.
Right. To take it to the next level. My first initial thoughts from watching it was like you said, it's surreal. You know, it's a journey that he's been on, and it's like, wow, it's finally paying off. I think it's great to see I don't know his real name, Cole, back on TV.
Cole Anthony.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know his name, but it's great to see Cole back on TV.
Cole for real.
Yeah,
he might slide with a cockroach, but his name Cole for real.
Yeah, so that was amazing. Dill leading was amazing. Even the other two kids on the show, man, it's just very. It's very great, and just to know Dill parents, like you said, know Dill come from humble beginnings, and he's a very, very well-mannered child when you see him, or his energy is contagious when you're around him. So it's just amazing, man. So I'm really looking forward to see how the show unfolds and how the script goes. And I think you got DJ Khaled coming up on there soon. So it's just like.
And not to cut you off.
Go right in.
I feel like he started from there. I think with all people, kids, and everybody should take away from it. It started by reciting Drake songs for 2-3 years. No, not to bring up Drake, but just how he created his own wave of rapping songs.
Can I correct you?
I'm sorry.
His first song that he recorded was Bryson Tiller, and it blew up on the internet. So keep that Drake shit to yourself and give Bryson.
No. Shout out to Bryson. But my whole point of it was not to big up Drake, as y'all was trying to make it. That's what my memory took me. But Bryson, Drake, whatever. It came from reciting songs for years.
You couldn't just say that the first time?
No, it was the first, because I know how big of a Drake fan he is, but it's just separate things in my mind. Either way,
we know that
it's amazing what he's doing for kids, and it just started from believing in himself and parents that believed in their kid. And it was like, yo, we're going to do this consistently. And look at God, he got his own show on Nickelodeon. Am I standing alone by saying this is the biggest accomplishment in Annapolis, Maryland history? From somebody starting from nothing?
I totally agree.
Like,
and that right there alone is enough.
And who can you say like you seen in this position from our city?
No. I'm gonna tell you,
it ain't like somebody like made like a song and made it to the radio. They got a video that maybe played on BET or something like that.
Right.
He on Nickelodeon. He has his own show. His name is on the show.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie. This when I literally clicked on it and seen Dylan's show, it gave me like bigger joy than when I seen LJ on the NFL field. Like, even though it was preseason, that was like, wow.
That was big too.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like,
that was big.
To have those things transpire coming from our city is just fucking amazing. And I got a cousin, it was fucking amazing.
No,
so you know what I mean?
Yeah,
congrats to Dill.
Salute.
Congrats to Dill. And But the weekend,
how the fuck you salute the bed to a kid show, man?
Hey,
I mean, salute.
But look, the weekend was filled with so many things, man. The first rap battle entitled Genesis by Smack and URL with Drake's name attached to it and the Caffeine app. Mm-hmm. What was y'all thoughts on that?
That bitch was rough, yo.
It was rough, and I know from our own personal conversations that you was kind of,
that bitch was rough.
I'm gonna say against the idea of Drake attaching his name to it.
I wasn't against it. You gotta understand though. I mean, y'all know this shit. Like, I mean, Joe, some of us are casual battle rap fans, and some of us really like study that shit or follow that shit the same way we follow the NBA or NFL. Like really die hard. Right, we really die hard. So, and I know Jones is one of them niggas as well. Like, one of the things that we understand as battle rap fans is that the delicate balance that battle rap keeps is that you want to get bigger and grow it, but you don't want it to go too mainstream, because then when it goes too mainstream, it gets watered down and it dilutes. And we seen in the past, we seen like Total Slaughter when Eminem got behind battle rap, put his bread behind it and said we're gonna try to do this event, and it was a bust because it attracted a lot of people who don't fully understand the nuance of battle rap.
And they'll come in there looking for different type of expectations
because different way.
Because certain people's name attached
to
it.
And my point being is that I wasn't necessarily like doubting it or skeptical. It was just that I already anticipated what to. And really, and if I'm being fair, the only problem with this event, I had two problems. For one, the bitch kept buffering, like ordering it, trying to watch it. Apparently, they said the demand was too great for what they was their capabilities, and therefore the site kept crashing and kept buffering. You had niggas that was trying to watch that couldn't watch. That was a problem. Then the other thing, there were out of the how many battles was it, Jones? Like 6 battles, right? 6 battles. Out of the 6 battles, at least 2 of them was lackluster, and then you had the artists come out and say, well, I wasn't really motivated for this battle, I just did it because it was a check. So that's showing you that they just wanted to be on the cup, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that was my initial
take trash for that.
And also, when those type of malfunctions is happening, you could lose the casual battle rap fan, the one that actually watches it or prepares and have events. You know, we have events at my house sometimes and people watch the battle raps. But what was your thoughts on that, Joe?
The casual fan, people who watch battle rap. Like they gonna come back regardless. It don't matter how many times Smack say we on real nigga time. Show will start at 2:30. Right. And I done got off at 3, get to your house at 5, and they just started. Right. Like, it's gonna be that way. My issues are really kind of the same thing as Chev, but I understand when you got so many people trying to watch or do one thing at one time,
it's gonna crash.
It's gonna crash, and that's why it didn't get better to the last 2 battles. Because now people like, man, fuck them battles. Right. So people who really trying to watch like me, now you can watch this shit all the way through. But that was my only critique. Was that?
I will say though, I do fuck with Caffeine as a site, as an app, whatever it is.
Drink coffee.
I like that. Say that again.
He said, "Do you drink coffee?" I said, "I fuck with Caffeine."
No, but I do like the site as well, and I think that, as I said in the group message was like with y'all, like I had an opinion and I shared it, but my final opinion would have been based on this on this event, and really the event was no different. The feel of the battle truly was no different. It was just like it's the same shit, just like a little better production type thing. Like they added a little flair to it, so that they kept it URL. But just on
so overall, I would say it was a success though.
I would say, other than the glitching, I would say so too.
Well, look,
I got something to say about
go right ahead, bud.
Drake.
Right.
Well, I guess the first one it was rough, but hopefully they bounce back round 2 and put together a better show. Cause I enjoy watching battle rap. I don't follow it, but I enjoy watching it. Y'all niggas like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to love it before it became a thing.
And you follow it too, cause you be knowing what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I know music.
He like one of them fake ass fans. He wanna act like he don't know.
But I'm a watch.
He gotta be knowing.
But then he'll tell you some. I mean, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Right.
But You just asked me who that was.
I can't fake being the shit. Like, I really used to love battle rap. Like, CC had
like
that
Smack,
shit heavy.
like Smack DVD.
Oh, nigga, I was on every. You know how I am with music, nigga. Back when like Kay Nellz was a song that was looking at like when the shit really was growing its wings, and then it like got big, and I kind of fell out of it. And that's funny for a nigga like me to look at the Hot 100 and shit like that.
No,
like when it got big, I just was like, I ain't into it no more.
I feel you. Like for me,
The
I go
BET site
to bed, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I go to, you know what? That's one of the things that I feel like is missing from music. Period. Is that like, you know, when we was growing up, I used to love what we call a posse cut, where you might get a bunch of people on one song, a whole bunch of niggas, no type hook, no nothing, just going in.
They said Rocky might have been the last nigga that
don't do that shit no more. So that's why I fuck with battle rap, because that just give you when you want to hear bars.
It's just true essence of hip hop. It's just rap.
Put your skills to the test.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's good though. But I remember, you know, last episode we was talking about we should start like kind of spotlighting somebody or, you know what I mean? Just giving, you know, not even their props, but just talk about somebody's talent. So, you know, over the weekend, me, Jones, Buddy was able to attend our homie Kay Nellz release party. Well, not even release party, it was a listening party for his new project. And you know how talented Kay Nellz is. Unfortunately, you couldn't be there. But man, it was an experience. And I must say, he surprised us. He surprised me. I know Bud was happy. Jones was very pleased with the project.
Now we give it up. You know what I mean? On your block.
Yeah, and
how you do
I heard the work. I heard the music was fucking exceptional.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's entitled Now or Never. Like, what was y'all thoughts of being in that environment with a person? He lives in Atlanta now, but he came up here and wanted to share it with us.
Right, because he's from here. Yeah.
And then on top of that, to be in a room with so many of our peers and people that rap and do music. And to see the response they gave him about his project, like, how did y'all feel about that?
The non-Gardens biased person will go first.
I'm the only biased garden person here.
Nah, they don't be saying shit about Garden. I ain't fucking joking. But nah, I got love for y'all. I'm just joking. Either way though, I honestly before that night, I watched one battle for Homeboy. Never heard another song or anything from him.
Oh, you never heard him?
I never listened to none of his. I've never heard and this is no disrespect to no local rappers. But I don't really, if it's not like put in front of me, I don't really go seek out it because I listen to so much music. I just don't really just grab, and that's kind of fucked up in the sense if you like look at oh he don't be fucking with us, but it's not really who I am. But it's just not in a negative way. But I'm just saying like I just don't be listening to it.
You fucked up, so
no, it's not. I'm not a fucked up person. I'm a good person. But I knew he was nice. I watched maybe 1 or 2 battles. And I was like, oh, this nigga's a beast. And then I've heard he writes for people, like, and I could just see how we have our music conversations on Facebook, that he's knowledgeable and a smart dude. So when I stepped into the room, I was expecting honestly good music, because I was like, he don't seem like the type of person that would set himself up for failure.
Right.
And I just looking at him from afar, and man, was I not disappointed. Like, I'm a person that loves samples and but man, if you're a person that loves older sounds and just like it being infused with what's going on today and lyricism and shit, you're gonna be blown away. I think he, in my personal opinion, I know people always say I don't say nothing bad about nothing. That shit's nothing lower than an 8 for 10. I'm not gonna give it a classic. Just off the break, trying to be critical. But it's an easy nothing less than 8 for 10. He put his foot into that motherfucker, and yeah, he got all types of vibes on there too. It ain't just all rapidy rap shit. He giving you everything, and I was impressed. I ain't got nothing bad to say.
What about you, Jones? How was the environment for you?
That shit was a masterpiece.
And
I don't disagree.
Like, I ain't even going like, not even, cause I like to do my guards thing, be the best,
right?
Which we really are.
False.
But if we just don't remove that. Right? For me, and the way I listen to music, he had everything that I like from music. Like, you got shit, like Buddy said, his samples was fire.
Right.
Production was fire.
Right.
His topics on his music was fire. He had shit that you can vibe with, shit that you listen to. Because like I listen for lyrics. Right. So that shit that you can think about. Like,
and he rapping in front you like.
I mean, then like I say, like Buddy, he performed some of the shit in front of us, and he kept it to 14 songs.
Right.
So me,
it felt like
20 though.
It felt like a good 17, 18 at first.
It did, but he kept it to 14. So for like somebody like me, well now if I'm at work, I'm listening to it, I can just let it run and then let it run again.
You got it?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm ready to say this motherfucker.
I did try to get it though. I told them niggas send it.
I'm behind it. Get the niggas get that advanced copy.
I told them niggas send it to me, right? But if you don't want to send it to me, send it to Bush. Tell Bush Dropbox it to me. Right?
I think the one thing that stood out to me the most was the attention, the way he grasped the room. Like everybody was paying attention to the music. Wasn't no distractions. Everybody was the same vibe. And from the unique thing of how he delivered the music, he didn't tell us how many songs it was. We had to ask towards the end. And then the way it just transitioned to everything, he really knew what he wanted to do, knew what he wanted to talk about, put the content together. He challenged the status quo in his music. He challenged people's pens, and I think he did a hell of a job. And I went there with no expectations.
No, that's for sure.
Cause I
hit him beforehand.
Right.
I wanted to be there, but I couldn't make it and shit. But I mean, I really tried. But that's cool though, cause now my anticipation is even based on what y'all feedback is. I'm really.
I feel like every song had like a story behind it.
Absolutely.
He was able to tell us like his thought process behind
why he created something.
Yeah, why he created that song. Like that shit sound like some like on the production tip sound like some Big Crit meets Outkast type shit. Like with samples. With Kanye samples.
I got something else to say about outside just the music. Just as like a message from what I got from the experience. All local artists, all people across the world, not even just in your town. Do events that engage people that you think not rocking with you, people that you think might not like you, common people that don't get along. You can have a successful event with people that just enjoy music. And one, like, you could walk in there with no expectations like me, or walk in there like a person like myself that's like, I'm looking to be impressed, because I don't want to sit here. I always think about other people. I hate to be in a room with dropping an album release party and your shit trash.
And the reason why
yo, that's a horrible feeling. And you sitting there, and everybody's sitting there, and it's like, everybody wants to leave.
But you know, I know he can rap, but I never heard him put music together.
Right.
So that's why I said.
So you never heard like a real song or project from him?
I can honestly, he never did a project.
Oh, this is his first one ever?
His first project.
Oh, hell of a debut, my man.
He did a mixtape a while. He has a mixtape called Now and Never from years ago.
He did say that story.
That's why he said
it became full circle.
It's full circle.
So that's why I say when I went there with no expectations, it's just like I don't know what to expect, but. Shout out to Kay Nellz, man. That project drops March 31st, I think, on all major platforms. He got a documentary coming out. And I got to shout him out for bringing all those artists and putting them in the same room and having some amazing music, man. So, you know, shout out to you, man.
Young King.
We'll be right back on the Unbiased Podcast, man.
Yeah, dig.
Welcome back to the Unbiased Podcast, man. Episode 10, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody about us, man. Listen in and let's get to it, man. 2020 it is. The first quarter, we officially in March, man. And you know how music comes in quarters. First quarter, second quarter. So let's talk about the first quarter of music,
So first of all, just so we can be clear, personally, I don't know how y'all feel. I feel like we can't really do like the actual calendar. I think we gotta include December. Whatever was released in December gotta count for first quarter. I think we should go December.
Right against it.
December to February.
Yeah, it gotta be because that last month.
Because you gotta have to have a chance to digest it. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't drop something December 31st and say that bitch was fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
So that's, I feel like we talk about first quarter.
I can tell though quickly though before my food digested, that shit was trash though.
Yeah.
But I agree.
So whatever was released from December through February. All right.
I'm locked and loaded now. I had to pull up my list.
Yeah, pull your list up, man. So my first question to everybody is like, what are you currently listening to in 2020? Like, what stood out to you out of the music we've heard since from December to now, the last 3 to 4 months? Like,
you wanna start?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't been listening to shit but Griselda. I'm not even gonna hold you like. That's like the one thing. That's the one album that I can say I have consistently gone back to.
Right.
That I know word for word. I can spit the verses and you know what I mean. Know what to anticipate, what song coming next. So that's what I've listened to the most.
Oh well, a young man like myself listens to everything. At the beginning of every year, that should be crazy. Stop, Wayne. Pops.
What shooting? He came out the window. I thought he went upstairs.
Huh?
We shooting and your inspiration coming and start washing dishes.
Alright, man.
But you knew I was shooting.
need to be in the studio if you need to be that goddamn.
Ass, now just fuck me.
Nah, I'm going upstairs, man.
When did he come downstairs?
I heard him come in.
Oh, I thought he was upstairs.
I heard him as soon as you started talking, I was ready to stop.
Would that have been picked up on the camera, though, you think?
I don't know.
No, you know, I don't want no beef with you.
I feel like if we can hear it, it's gonna be picked up on the camera.
No, I heard the silver, but I'm like,
No, this joint is projecting directly to.
No, you good, Pops.
No, you alright.
No, you're not good as in the sense of keep washing dishes, but you good like I ain't beefing with you. But yeah, go
It's
upstairs.
your house.
Wait, I don't want to interrupt you, man.
No, you know, no interruption when you disappear.
I'm getting something out the car. Go ahead.
Out the car, which means you coming back in and shut the door?
You want to hear it.
Alright, that's when that back. That was good. That was good.
but I can chime in the December shit. So you ain't got it. We ain't gonna plug it. I can plug it.
Hold on now.
Listen, we on the time.
So you coming back in?
1 second. Hey,
Yes, sir.
help me out. Give me a cup of ice real fast.
What? He getting something out of the car.
How does any of that make sense? It's my
Hey,
life.
but it's emergency. Could be come ice.
Yo, I'm saying, I've been no lie. This is, Buddy would tell you this. I've been saying for at least 5 years that these motherfuckers need a reality show. Yo. How does that make sense?
It's an emergency. I need a cup of ice, but I need it fast, though. Like, what need? Because if you need the ice fast, that means the shit already warm.
Right. And you just were in the kitchen for minutes.
You got 120 miles on it.
Appreciate you.
You got 120 miles.
Are you going upstairs?
Yes.
Alright. We kill each other. We kill each other on the goddamn real show.
Holy shit.
Tell me.
Give me a second.
This say, the joint say Shaq, Shaq
Shaq didn't do that on real
No,
life.
he did.
It say Shaq,
It's on TNT. You got the
he
hairline.
lost a bet to D Wade, so he had to let his hairline grow. Let his
And get her up.
and get his shape out. Okay.
This shit better than
That
Kiss.
shit look luncheon. No, it's not. I don't do Kiss like that. Y'all niggas is so
No, that nigga
disrespectful.
hairline horrible.
It's just little, that's all.
No, that-
Yo, he did it again. This nigga will defend the people here. I love you, yo. It's just little. That's all.
No, I swear to God, if I ain't around and niggas say, man, Jones a bitch, I want Shad be there. Cause I know he gonna hold me down.
He ain't no bitch. He fuck bitches.
So he's a bitch because he believes in it.
Right. So that man's a bitch because he take care of his kids and he got a woman and he got a home. He a bitch.
Not my man.
Hey, that nigga
And
battle rap.
no, not me defending them, but I'm being precise in what I'm saying.
Oh,
Alright, man. Go ahead and shoot each other.
watch it.
Go ahead and shoot each other. That's what
You are unexplainable.
Bubbing out there with the
Where the fuck were you at, November?
He's dancing in the puddle.
This is March.
Nigga, they go from Lil Saint.
And you laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Who? You're the same.
Yeah.
On You Got Served?
This shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, we do need a reality show. What's up, bro?
You trying to play him, nigga?
Huh?
That's all the little sing. I know what sing you talking about.
You got it, Pops?
You got that man in the power.
Big buddy 3-0'd him. He 3-0'd that nigga.
He's like a battle rap analogy shit. Yo, let's go. I'm ready to shoot.
It was a 3-0 body.
So you talking about?
I forgot you watch movies over and over again.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
forget. Hey, y'all want another funny moment? Black guy, white girl, dancing. Favorite movie.
Holy shit.
See the Last Dance?
Yo, he watched that bitch. No, when I say
shit,
easy,
yo.
he watched it. He just saw it. He just saw it for the first time. He just saw it for the first time 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was funny.
Nigga. When you want to say laughing for like 3 days, yo,
That
blew his fucking
You know why
mind.
that movie?
Holy shit.
So,
Hey man, welcome back to the Unbiased Podcast, man. We can keep it moving forward, man. Let's talk about the first quarter of music, but you know the way music is breakdown in the 4 quarters. You know, February through March, but December has to count for the first quarter because December's later in the year. The music doesn't have time to resonate, marinate, and be hot or whatever. So, what are y'all currently listening to in 2020, man? How about you, Chef? What are you bumping?
First quarter. Well, what I'm currently listening to right now, that Royce the 5'9". That bitch.
Okay.
So like, that's the type of shit I like. That thought provoking lyricism.
Right.
But
the boring shit. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
But other than that, but what I would say first quarter, what I listen to the most.
Right.
White Brick on My Bread, that Griselda shit.
The Buffalo Bulls.
Yes, West Side Gun.
It came out 2 quarters ago, but I still
When
listening to
it came out, it was on your list, nigga. I saw it over there.
No, man, the Griselda came out in
But if that's
at least October.
Wasn't that far ago?
But look,
it wasn't December.
But the catch-22 is if that's what you bumping.
That shit might did come out like November.
No, I think it did.
But if that's what you bumping, that mean it holds weight. That mean it holds weight with you. If you still listen to that Griselda.
It's a great album.
But that's what I've been listening to the most. But I mean, other than that, though, some shit, you know what I mean? There's some shit that came up that I felt like was quality. I mean, you know what I mean? Yo Gotti shit, I like.
Man, that's one of my favorites, man. That Untrapped Yo Gotti, not to cut you off, he impressed me. I thought Yo Gotti was done. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was on the back end, and he came.
It's hard for me because I really felt like that Cocaine Music 7 and the I Am.
That was the pinnacle.
That was like, that's what I thought. Yo Gotti one of them niggas. So I compare everything to that. So his last couple releases didn't quite live up, but this joint kind of is back up on par with that shit at least. So I fuck with the Gotti. What else came out, bud?
Man, you know me, man. I listen to everything in a sense. So for me so far this year, I gotta agree that Royce the 5'9" is immaculate. I think that might be the best hip hop album thus far. I want to say that I'm loving how 2020 is starting off as far as like the legends dropping music. Funeral by Lil Wayne. I love.
That wasn't half bad. I must admit, Wayne was very impressive.
At first, I like half of it, not the other half as much. But as Wayne is a person I like, I make myself keep listening to it, and it's definitely growing on me. Shout out to Eminem. I think he surprised a lot of people with his project.
You can throw that in the trash.
Nah, man. I think, bro. I think it's moving better than a lot of his last project is, and the general public of hip hop. And I think it was pretty good. You should listen to it. You can't judge it if you never heard it. But
I didn't judge it.
I mean, you don't have an interest in listening to him. You just don't have an interest in listening to him. To stay on topic, I've been listening to like a lot of singles as well as like obviously like Life is Good. A lot of people have dropped songs leading up to projects that haven't come out yet. So I've been listening to a lot of singles. Roddy Ricch, obviously, being that we say December, November is a part of the fourth quarter. He killing it. The single with Mustard in the box. Number one, shout out to him. Number one song in the country for I think all of 2020. Maybe. Just about. That's a
I ain't gonna lie though. The one thing that I've gravitated to besides that Yo Gotti was the A Boogie.
Oh, fire. And
it's not for everybody, but that A Boogie is a very good
not to take this segment to a negative place. and I fuck with, don't get me wrong, I fuck with the A Boogie. I like him as an artist and I like the project. But at what point, like them Griselda, one of them niggas, in fact, it was 38 Special. He not on Griselda, but he fucked them Griselda niggas. He made a comment where he said it's weird that upstate New York, Buffalo, Syracuse, whatever, their music sounded more like New York music than the actual 5 boroughs right now. And I gotta think about that. I look at A Boogie album, A Boogie
it's R&B based kind of.
But he got Gunna on there, he got Roddy Ricch on there, he got a lot of niggas from other regions other than, it don't sound like a New York album.
I didn't even think about that.
If you would like an answer for that, I have one. I think feeling like, how can I say this? That New York had a sound. When the last time you feel like New York had a sound?
But that's
no, I'm asking that because people say New York fell off when New York had a sound. Is it because of 50? 50 was still rapping gangsta rap, and New York after 50. Who was the last person you say when New York had it? Because I feel like it's a negative way. Because you said it starting off, so I know you. And when you say I don't want to go negative, but I feel like New York is in the strongest place it's been at in years. Would you disagree?
But even 50 was sounding like a down south nigga light at the time.
People say they're from 50 off the break just because they slurring and slang. And I sound Southern. He said it off the top. I sound Southern, but I'm not Southern. And people claim him as a New York artist. But I ain't saying this to go back in that. I'm saying it in the sense to give props to where New York rap is at. Like in a sense, New York has at least 10 rappers that's influential right now. And yeah, it might sound like it's from somewhere else, but they still, it's almost like that song, I don't know if y'all seen it, that's going viral right now, where you got like the reverse of Old Town Road. That's a person that's black guy, not being respected by country, comes out gay, the world loves him. This is some dudes that look like some gangster shit. Y'all seen these niggas with AK-47s singing the country song? Mm-hmm. Y'all seen that shit? Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all will see it soon. T.I. think that's the day. I expect a remix and for it to be on TV in a month. Either way, I'm saying that's the type of shit that's catching waves, and I feel like I like when people do things that you don't expect. So as he said, pointing out A Boogie album, I think it was great. That same thing when people wasn't liking Tekashi or whatever. I feel like it's a sound that's going on, and a lot of the music sound the same, but it's what's popping right now. And there's people that separate themselves from it, but I like where music is at so far in the beginning of 2020. Jones, you ain't said nothing on 2020 music thus far.
What you listening to, Jones?
I got a playlist called Tantalizing Vibes.
Oh my God.
That shit hard, you know what I mean? R&B tracks.
Oh. Cause yeah, it's bigger than hip hop.
Not from 2020 though. But other than that, I'm gonna go with. I like Cameron Purple Haze too. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that.
It dropped in November, December.
She made it
this year.
It dropped this year?
Yeah.
Late
no, that dropped in December.
Okay.
But she made it.
No, I definitely can't. I'm trying to think when it came out.
As we going on a local tip, make sure y'all download that Mr. EMG Working on Me. That shit.
Shout out to EMG too, man.
I fuck with some of that Wayne. This just dropped recently. That Lil Baby, to me, that shit hard.
Lil Baby drop?
Yeah.
Baby drop
like yesterday or some shit like that?
No, last Friday.
Oh, okay.
And that Lil Baby hard. I
got something to say about him later on.
I'll catch it when I catch it.
I checked out some of that voice. I like some of that voice. I like some of that Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti definitely bounced back.
Facts.
I thought that nigga. I thought he was dead too. But other than that, I'm with Shad, man. All I listen to is Brazil.
I call them the New Age locks, and that's really giving them props. I really value. It's funny because I'm normally hard on like the New York rappers and said they're very outdated, but it has to mean something to have like the way Kissing them have longevity in the game, and I think Griselda with their talent, they can have that longevity in the game, lyrically and musically, because people gravitate to them. A lot of women love Griselda.
They killing everything.
I seen they had a show. I think y'all went.
Nigga.
They had a show. A lot of women was there.
I roll with you. God damn, I got you.
A lot of women was there.
I wasn't there.
No, I was about to say you should have. I was almost about to say
anchor.
No, you was there.
But it was kind of crazy for me to be on my timeline and see this many women at a Griselda show.
And I'm gonna take it a step further, yo.
And I give them props for that.
The thing is, like, which I didn't think they would ever grow beyond that underground grassroots.
That rugged sound, that rugged market.
But even outside of that, yo, I put it in the group chat. I don't know if y'all had a chance to check it out, but the nigga West Side Gun got a song with Ross right now, with Rick Ross.
Oh yeah, you did.
On DJ Drama shit.
Got Ross out of here, yo.
That's beautiful.
He got Ross out. Like the nigga might really, like, they shit might legitimately be sustainable. Like,
it's definitely sustainable. They taste level, you gotta think about it, they've been doing this for years before they were sought after and people cared about them. The taste level of West Side Gun and where Griselda's at is, I think, why they're appealing. It's a lot of niggas that rap street, but ain't too many niggas that rap street but are trendy and actually care about being in Fashion Week.
But West Side, you ever see, like, not to cut you off.
Like I'm saying though, them niggas different from most street rappers.
All that other shit that
wrestling, art.
The mainstream.
Like how he says art.
Right.
He said I can't even say it.
Like he into all that shit, the fashion, like you said, like the fashion shows, fashion. Tell you, yeah, this coat don't come out to 2021. Like,
and they'll tell you I'm here.
Shut up the whole store.
And they'll tell you I'm here. These niggas rap.
So
I'm here.
He's prepared. He's prepared. He's prepared for what he's doing. He's here.
No, because he's the leader of what they do.
I think we all can agree. First quarter 2020, Griselda's strong. But it's been a lot of good music so far. 2020 started strong.
So I got a question though. Basically, what 2019 like artists do you see having a big major impact in 2020? I'm talking like the Megs, the Roddy Ricchs,
right.
the people that came along in 2019 that would have us like, they might be alright. Who you think is gonna stay consistent and not flame over first Oklahoma Central?
No, go ahead.
I would say that obviously you would expect bigger years from Megs and the Lil Babies and the Lizzos, but I'm gonna go a little bit further than that and say like the people that like I'm expecting to take leaps up from from last year, and I would say the people like the Gunners, the people that's I think sitting on a balance, like where do they place in hip hop, like the Casanovas and certain people, like people that drop music that is like, are you just a flash? Do you want to like be sustainable in hip hop? Like I'm more so looking for them people because we know like the GOATs. Like this is the year of the GOATs. Right. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, all them dropping albums this year. Right. They ain't dropped like You know what you're getting from them.
We can get a surprise Hove too, somewhere down the line.
That's kind of him and Beyonce and whatever.
Hove and Jay Electronica already dropped.
I think
man, Jay Electronica, boy, we might die.
I know we got truth be told, I know we got some new Meek. Meek keep talking about he's ready to
that's a good question. I ain't trying to get off topic. Just quick question, quick answers.
No, that's totally.
How you feel about the Justin Timberlake Meek album? The Meek single. To me, it's Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. My quick rebuttal.
Your quick rebuttal, nigga. You asked the question.
I know. I was going to get mine first.
You know what I think? First of all, I like the song, but what I'm gonna say is I feel like it's one of those joints that's gonna be like almost like a Flow Rider single. Like you gonna look up and that bitch gonna be like 2 or 3 times platinum. You be like, how?
That bitch gonna be at the end of Creed like 4.
Right.
And you be like, oh, that shit.
Yeah. They made sure it got his numbers.
It's gonna do numbers, but it's gonna do numbers, but you're gonna be like, God damn, I ain't heard that.
So personally, does that mean like you say you like it, but truly?
I think it was an experiment. I think it was the experiment of like, let me see what the crossover could possibly.
I think they should have did Suit and Tie on Club record. I think doing that uplifting shit, he's been so on that, I feel like he got to give the street something quick, because he hasn't in a while.
I'm going to be honest, I like it because the content of it is real.
No, it's a great song.
I think it would have hit different if it was like an Anthony Hamilton singing or something like that. I don't know, like Justin.
Take the white guy off.
I'm making some Anthony Hamilton, nigga.
Cause it's just
how you feel, man?
Justin just ain't got that same
soul. So what 2019 artists do you think could take it to the next level?
You know what's up?
2019 artists. You
got like Roddy Richards, and you got even the Roddy kind of 2019.
Mm-hmm. Roddy out of here, Benny out of here.
But I feel like other than like I can't even say other than because I feel like with music, it only takes one album, one song for niggas to start fucking with you.
Fact.
So it's hard to say of who I think 2019 gonna blow and keep going and be consistent.
Right.
I need like 2 albums, 2 tapes. I need something. I need
to really judge. I agree though, because I feel like the thing about music is a lot of times the people who you think are like the surefire, can't miss.
Like
I'll give you an example. You probably heard it already. The nigga Sway Lee. He got a new single that just came out.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I feel like everybody thought that Sway Lee was gonna be that next nigga, but then out of nowhere come a nigga like Roddy Ricch. I feel like it's always the nigga who you don't expect.
Roddy Ricch to go because he got nominated for 2 Grammys for features before the world even got a grasp of what he can do.
Right.
Like Racks in the Middle and motherfucking the joint off DJ Mustard album. I mean that's his song on Mustard album. But I'm just saying like he got nominated for Grammys for that shit. Like and his album dropping the boxes. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna be honest. Like you said, I think Roddy Ricch got good potential. I love Griselda, what they doing.
Yeah,
and you said it. A lot of people don't like Casanova. I think Casanova is gonna be here to stay.
I think Casanova trash, yo.
That's crazy.
Where you said that?
That's crazy. I will let you say that.
Terrible.
I will let you say that. But Casanova,
Me too. No, he said that nigga Casanova trash.
But the thing about Casanova got a certain charisma about him that
I agree with you.
That it holds. I don't know how. I don't know.
He has a sting.
I don't know how.
His personality
sells his music.
Outweighs his music, like because you I like his interviews, right?
Because he boom 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 boom. That's my man.
And even though this is, and kind of West Side kind of took that over. That's West Side.
I got a good question when you done.
Yeah, but that's what you like. Side note, like my top 5 people to watch interviews is no order though. Memphis Bleak, Ja Rule, 50. Nipsey, and I can't think of my 5th right now.
I don't know where you just came from.
That's what we do, nigga. That's what we do.
We do shit on the fly. What you gotta say?
I got a sub question because I got your itinerary right in front of me as well. I got a sub question that I want to ask y'all. Before I do that, I want to shout out other shit I didn't say in the 2020 projects. Shout out to that Pop Smoke album, Meet the Woo, that I like. Shout out to that motherfucker.
Pop Smoke.
People that's younger, people that's on the wave that I know is like next up, because rap is in demographics of age group. Young Nudie, new project. Trippie Red, new project. I'm just saying shit that I know is moving out here for younger people. And G Herbo got the best intro of 2020 so far.
I ain't giving Herbo yet.
That bitch is fire. He sampled the Jay-Z shit.
I'm not listening to New Silk the Shocker.
But you think G Herbo was silk?
Herb already.
I haven't got to Herbo yet.
My second question is this. I think this is a year of niggas being on a balance. I know y'all don't listen to these young niggas, but I ain't gonna name them. Do y'all feel like 2 Chainz has to do something this year, or it's a rap for him?
2 Chainz? No.
2 Chainz and and it almost came and went.
I mean, that's most.
If you ain't a fan of him, no.
And that's being real. Music comes so.
Came and went.
The Pink Track. What's the joint? The Pink House.
The Trap Museum.
That shit was acknowledged. Rapping Go to the League was not acknowledged. With LeBron James VPing it, it didn't get what it deserved. But I'm just being honest as a person. I'm just saying, just me looking at shit from a different demographic. The T Grizzlies, the 2 Chainz. Well, I'm just saying people that you say need to do something this year.
Grizzly and 2
No,
Chainz.
I ain't saying T Grizzlies, 2 Chainz. I'm just saying people that I feel like they need to drop something this year.
He had a hit off this album. He had a hit off this album.
No, the shit with Ariana Grande, yeah, shit that had. I'm going off of shit that I've seen too.
But you gotta also remember,
interviews,
not to cut you off, you know it came out in the beginning of the year.
And that hurts people.
So it's hard to
Which is crazy
sustain the whole year when the biggest quarter is the third quarter in music. Because the fourth quarter gets overlooked because we're going into a new year.
Do you feel like that
third
matters?
quarter music, it matters when you drop music.
Do you feel like it matters how deep you are into the game? Because with that, a rebuttal to that, Roddy Ricch is going to be, like Drake and them is going to come, but Roddy Ricch is going to be the artist that, in my opinion, even with this hot start, it's March, came out December, it ain't slowing down. And the shit with Mustard, Shorty make that ass clap with no applause, it's just taking off. But I'm just saying, and that's to me the rebuttal. You saying 2 Chainz argument is that it dropped in January and it came and went.
You gotta also understand. Catch-22
he wanted it. He was disappointed.
But Catch-22 is they make 2 different types of music. 2 Chainz did not run to the club with that album. Roddy Ricch music is club based.
He ran to the ground. 2 Chainz wanted that album to get acknowledged on the highest caliber and it didn't. That's why I brought it up.
I feel like 2 Chainz has reached that legend status.
Absolutely.
Now,
I love 2 Chainz.
Here's the thing. You have all-time greats. Those is niggas like the Hoes, the Wayne,
right,
shit like that. But then you have Easy, Gucci. I think 2 Chainz is in that category, yo.
With that being said, it's him being a legend. Has anybody listened to that project that he just dropped this year with his label? That's kind of my point.
No.
Anybody listen to True?
I haven't got around to it. That's why I ask you all the time, how do y'all process music so fast?
I don't listen to
He got a song called
niggas.
Virgil Discount, that bitch rock though.
I don't listen to niggas. Well, other niggas, I don't know. Point blank. I don't give a fuck who on it. Hov can come out with a fucking album with y'all 3 niggas on it. I'm not listening to this shit.
If Hov you gonna say that nigga on the second verse rock that bitch when I
hey, I got one last question.
That's all you can acknowledge, man.
I got one last question before we wrap up this subject.
Okay.
It's been 20 years since the millennium turn. And I was listening to the old locks and you know, they always used to talk about the millennium niggas running around talking that Y2K shit. I was listening to them the other day. I was listening to a lot of.
Hold on, do crackheads still want that gray shit?
Nah, they trying to die.
We have an infatuation with crackheads.
Nah, they trying to
I love
die.
them. But they are literally the best people in the world.
This nigga, hey, now they get off tags. You can say you're crackhead.
You know, that's kind of true because they started off as great people and they just went down bad.
But what can't they do?
Be sober.
They can't keep all their teeth.
Listen, sometimes,
You gotta
Too old man.
You gotta give up something.
Battle rap analogies, too old man. Bud Jones.
But also,
Teeth.
let me get this one real quick though.
Shout out to crackheads.
It's been 20 years since the millennium, man. I know the 90s was the golden era of hip hop. But for the last 20 years, what label do y'all think had the biggest impact to this day? And what artists surprised y'all even to this moment from coming out? So from 2000 to 2020, I mean, we had the Bad Boy had a good run. You had MMG, you had I think No Limit flamed out a little bit, but you still had No Limit early in the 2000s. You got Cash Money. How can I forget Cash Money? You had Rough Riders early 2000s. You have the Cole labels, the Kendrick labels, DTP, Disturbing the Peace, Dream. I mean, like what? Rock Nation, Rockefeller. How can I forget them? Like
I'm gonna say this.
Everybody say
CMG.
I'm gonna say this. It's a tough call, cause it would be easiest to just name whatever label had the biggest stars. Or,
Right.
You know what I mean? You could. I mean, for instance, I know where we can go with this. Who the biggest stars in the last 10, 20 years, whatever. But if you low key think about it, the surprise sneaker for me,
Right.
Aftermath.
How can I forget Aftermath?
Nigga had
Busta
this
Rhymes.
nigga had Eminem, 50 Cent,
50 Cent wasn't on Aftermath.
Shady, Aftermath.
He wasn't never on Aftermath.
Shady,
So Shady Interscope.
Aftermath.
And that's under Aftermath. Shady was under Aftermath.
It was Shady Aftermath?
Shady was under Aftermath.
Keep talking.
Just like Young Money is under Cash
I'm
Money
doing my research.
and Universal.
So I'm gonna say Aftermath. Aftermath gave us Eminem, 50 Cent, The Game, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, and don't forget about that. The Chronic 2000 was crazy. The Dre album.
Yeah, that actually came out in 99 though.
I mean, but you.
And the soundtrack to the movie, Compton's Most Wanted.
So that's real tough.
Shit, Aftermath.
That's real tough. I give you that.
Sleeper
I'm a
joint.
50 fan.
That's tough. What about you, bud? I know.
You already know where we going at.
You want to say it at the same time on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Cash
money, baby.
So y'all Cash Money records.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to dispute.
I don't really think it's close.
I mean, honestly, the Aftermath shit is strong. And it's funny you saying that based off a numbers person because of its quality and all that, but I know you're generally speaking like
Aftermath
who's
was
been the
dog
most
more.
successful because we spoke on camera about it. Aftermath definitely is a strong
but they
suit in that.
They unstopped in 2006.
But that run started in 99.
Lamar's still out.
We really get that?
Kendrick ain't on Aftermath. His shit ain't on Aftermath. He's
I don't
straight
get
on
Aftermath.
TDE and the school.
Well, if you don't count Kendrick, then I take that shit back. Then if we ain't counting Kendrick, I count Kendrick.
No, you gotta still count them though, because how many other motherfuckers you can say had a 6-year run? 6 years is a long fucking time to
But I was
run
saying
some shit.
I was including Kendrick.
I don't include.
But 6 years is a long time to run some shit. It's influenced by the people that it's in the Aftermath circle. But yeah, to me it's Cash Money. It's a lot of other labels that I think deserve. I think it's a great amount of not even just saying that it's black brand, but labels that's based off of black CEOs like your Top Dog Entertainments, like your TDE, that's TDE, like your Dreamvilles, like your labels I'm not even talking about, like Young Thug with YSL, like Future with Free Bands. It's a lot of young artists that's out here moving, and these younger artists that's in their 30s know that, and got these 20-year-olds and 23-year-olds that's out this bitch killing. So it's so many young black labels right now. Test from Baltimore that's on Future label. Like, I might not listen to the music and all that, but these niggas is on tour. They doing things and moving. But on a success level, Nicki, Drake, Wayne, Tiger, Lil Wayne.
That's Wayne so big and anything.
Birdman even drop music.
I ain't gonna lie. Cash Money will win this. Most impactful, best music. I can't say best
in the early 2000s.
I can't say best music. I think Cash Money was the most impactful.
But see, that's tough.
But it's debatable.
But because if you want to do it like that though, realistically, are we looking at only numbers? Because if we want to say that, would you say, for instance, in hip hop history, is Nicki Minaj more influential than, let's say, the Diplomats, Dipset?
Not at all.
Where are you going?
Not at all.
Rockefeller.
What he's saying is the content of the music.
What I'm saying is,
1 out of 5 artists.
No, what I'm saying is
1 out of 10 artists.
What I'm saying is Rockefeller gave you State Property, Diplomats, Kanye West, Jay-Z. So if you want to talk about real impact and influence, it's bigger than just records sold. Yeah, Cash Money sold a lot of records, but who the fuck wanted? What have they?
Well, all of those things you named, they flamed out.
Here's
Flame the fuck out.
Impact is bigger than just.
No, where's Rockefeller's impact today? Where Cash Money still
I'm gonna be honest.
Where's impact? Who's impacted by Rockefeller records?
Can I get mine? Let me do mine. I wouldn't even talk about Rockefeller. I could talk about Rock Nation, and I can feel as though J. Cole whole catalog
is what?
It was, J. Cole was signed to Rock Nation.
He is signed to
Rock Nation. J. Cole catalog. You had people like Jay that dropped on Rock Nation. Ye that dropped on Rock Nation.
I don't think Ye ever dropped anything on Rock Nation.
Shit, I think Ye did.
I don't think so.
Who Ye signed to?
Def Jam.
You gotta look this up.
Not Rock Nation, Def Jam. You can look it up. I know it.
I'm telling you. Okay. But what I'm gonna say, I think Rock Nation.
I don't think Kanye's dropped a Rockefeller album since maybe Watch the Throne. And I don't even know if that's Rock Nation.
Either way, my point.
Rihanna.
So who you going with? Aftermath of Rock Nation?
All I'm saying is, if you look at Cash Money, yeah, they sold a lot of records.
They never flamed out, Chef. It
I
started in
don't care.
'99, and they got. You can't say they don't have classics and great albums. They got that too, and they flood you with a bunch of other shit.
Niggas don't dress
that's
like
Def Jam.
Niggas don't dress like Cash Money. They don't talk like Cash Money. They don't.
You sure this Def Jam? This ain't Big Sean and Rock Nation artists.
So what's talking like Rockefeller? What the fuck does that mean? Who talks like State Property?
What?
Tell me who talks like Oskino and them. Who talk? I don't even know what that means.
What I'm talking
I
about.
don't even know why we still on this fucking topic.
No, it's because I'm talking about influence.
I'm talking about a way to not give Cash Money the props.
No, Cash Money gets their props. Cash Money is one of the most successful labels ever.
So who is your final choice? Because right now it seems like you're just trying to rebuttal Cash Money. Is it Aftermath or Rock Nation?
Hey, but you also wrong too.
About what?
Because Big Sean is signed to Rock Nation. Casanova is Jaden Smith. Is signed
Show
to,
me a Big Sean album that dropped on the Rock Nation.
Jay Electronica.
They manage a lot of people and everybody not. But they got a lot of different shit going on with them. I'm saying I've never seen Rock Nation at the bottom of a Big Sean album. That's all I'm saying.
Rock Nation's not a record label. It's a management company.
It is a record label. Some people shit got it underneath. It's a management company and a record label. Some people are signed to Rock Nation as artists. But some people are managed by Rock Nation. And it's a sports agency that we haven't talked about them as well. It's super major.
The one thing I can see from this conversation is the last 20 years of hip hop has been good.
Amazing.
And it's gonna get better.
This labels mean name.
Hopefully the next decade we can be talking about new labels, new entrepreneurs, and new people that accomplish something, man. We'll get back to this music subject soon, man. And,
yeah, definitely.
You know, I appreciate y'all sitting down and talking about this, man.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Music is the universal language. Unbiased Podcast.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Unbiased Podcast, man. Since we're on this topic of music, man, I think it's only right that we talk about the dangers of being a hip-hop artist in today's America. Not even today's America. It's been going on for the last damn near 3 decades, man. And you know, Pop Smoke just recently got killed out in California. And then we have, like, you know, other major hip-hop artists that's been killed over time, from Nipsey to Chinks to Tupac, Big L, Jam Master Jay, Bankroll Fresh, Biggie, even Pop. Even locally, we could get down locally to Lil Scoot up in Baltimore was making noise and then got killed. And you know, even in our own backyard, we lost one of our icons, TDK, man. So my question is, what makes being a hip hop artist the most dangerous job in America, and why do they seem like they're the biggest targets over anybody?
One thing I'm gonna just jump right out there. You gotta factor in the content of the music. The way it's glorified, the way the lifestyle, and again, I don't want to sound like that square ass nigga, because you know we come from that, so we know that the music is merely a reflection of the environment. But you, at a certain point, you gotta look at that shit. Rock and roll niggas ain't killing each other. Right. Country music stars ain't killing each other. Why, yo, we lose so many raps.
Rock and roll might OD.
No, they do what they do, but I'm just saying they ain't. I'm talking about specifically to gun violence. Yo, we lose so every year. It's a guarantee. Every year we gonna lose at least 3 or 4, and at least one that you just like.
Oh, I forgot about XXX. I'm sorry.
I mean XXX. Man.
I got you.
So my point being, I really feel like at a certain point, the music and the shit that they rap about creates a narrative where it influences people to think. Wow. I gotta greet them with this type of force, this type of animal, you know what I mean? Because that's just what they rap about, so that's what their lifestyle is, and that's what, if I don't do them, they gonna do me, maybe. I don't know.
You think they're kind of receiving what they give off.
And I hate to say it like that, but I just feel like that's the reality of it, that people don't fully grasp the fact that this is just entertainment and this is just music, and that these are people, like that these are humans, right, like you and me. And people feel like, oh, that nigga rap like he's a fucking superhero, so he really is a superhero. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like it's the content.
What about you, bud?
Bear with me. I just want to do some name some names real quick. This is starting from 1987. Scott LaRock, Paul C, Charisma, Stretch, Tupac Shakur, Yagi Gaddafi, The Notorious B.I.G., Fat Pat, Big L, Freaky Ty, Bugs, Jam Master Jay, Soulja Slim, Mac Dre, Big Hawk, Magnolia Shorty, Lil Fat, Doe B, Chinks Drugs, Bankroll Fresh, Triple X, Jimmy Rappo, Young Greatness, Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, and I ain't even gonna name the rappers that are OD'd on some other shit like Juice WRLD, like those it's a white rapper, I don't know if it's Lil Xans or another one, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, you know, if that's the analogy people use. What Shav said can be rebutted a million times. It's hip hop nature. It's the culture. It's, you know, it's what you rap about. It's what you do. But even saying that in the sense of, I don't know people. And obviously it's always the streets talk quicker than anything else. But from the outside looking in, how many people would expect the DJ of fucking Run DMC to get killed? The DJ. Now I get it. You dig deep in the Hollis, Queens, and all that. I'm just talking about from a casual person, because we gotta think about it. Hip hop is bigger than just people that know black culture. Right. And though we get it and understand it, that's why this shit comes off as a tragedy and crazy. Then people that have looked at us, two of the Pac and Biggie were the biggest, not just rappers, they were two of the biggest stars in the world.
Right. No, and Pac died gangbanging.
No, I ain't, like I said, what Shav said can be beaten in the ground 100 ways, because it's the truth. It's the culture of what you're talking about in this rapping. But at the end of the day, it also comes down to our community and shit. And that's a deeper cut subject, and that's deeper than just being rap. But to answer the question, being a rapper is dangerous as shit, because being a rapper ain't nothing but being a black man with talent.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because if you keep it real, if you go home, niggas like Boosie and other rappers say it all the time, don't go home. Pop Smoke got big just to move to a different place and got murdered. What did he do to get murdered?
Do you think a nigga like Lupe Fiasco lives in fear of getting murdered?
In Chicago, yes. If you listen to him in interviews, if you listen to him talk, yes. He says it all the time. And shit. Because I'm a black man, but Lupe also speaks from a fucking place that most people don't even have the brain fucking, you know, to even go where he go. Even
I was just asking, like, to understand, I was just trying to play that part.
The aspect of
because I didn't even name rappers like, what's the yo that died in Chicago? But that's drug abuse. It's not only is rappers getting killed from talking about being rappers and shit, they get killed from living the lifestyle that they talk about, period. From partying, having fun. Everything about the lifestyle. Kids feel like it's only a few ways out the hood. Rappers say it all the time. You play ball or you rap. Right. And niggas like, what's the yo that just died in Chicago a couple years back? Big influence. Chief Keef nigga.
He got killed or he
OD I thought.
Fredo Santana?
Yeah. Like, I'm just naming, like, it's so many niggas, and they got I know we don't listen, we older than these niggas, but it's just sad with a lot of our young people, because it doesn't happen in every other genre of music. For real. Like,
and that's the point.
We lose greats. Like, we lose niggas that literally touching people, and it's like, here they go tomorrow.
Right. And what's your opinion of it, Jones?
That if you talk some shit, somebody's always going to try you to see if you really about that. And it's easy to say, well, if you're a hip hop artist, you have a big target, right? But I look at these by case incidents, right? The first person you named was Skylar Rock. Skylar Rock went into a neighborhood because one of his friends had a dispute. Someone shot from the roof, hit him in his head, right? This shit happens in the streets every day. These people just happen to be rappers. Tupac died gangbanging. There's no other way to put that. Like, no matter how much you love Tupac, he died gangbanging. He died repping a set, and he's from fucking New York. Biggie died of retaliation. That happens in the streets every day. When you live that life, these type of things happen.
But what life was Biggie living and deserve it? I'm just a rapper that's caught up in some shit. What I didn't even do.
They was living some shit.
No, but these people are not. Some people are. Some people are truly just innocent when people are just like haters. Like, oh, I'm gonna kill him.
I can't even say Biggie was innocent though.
No, I'm not talking about Biggie.
What did Biggie do?
My nigga, when Snoop and them came to New York in the Source Awards, they shot the video. Biggie went on
Biggie
107.
said it on the radio.
Go get them niggas.
Yes. Like, but people aren't innocent. I know you want to get your point.
No, go.
My point is that most of these people aren't innocent. Right? You talk about Jam Master Jay. Like, yeah, to the world, he's just a DJ. But to the people in Hollis, Queens, Jam Master Jay is making moves.
He was doing some shit. He was doing some shit, yeah.
So, I'm always like this. I don't care what the infraction may be, right? You may smack me. I may kill you. You cannot tell me how to retaliate.
You can't say I overreacted.
Right. And this
I would never say you overreacted, nigga. But I mean, I might not have you definitely overreacted, motherfucker. The definition of overreacting is what the fuck you just did.
But my whole point is that like, and this type of shit happens all the time. People do things that people didn't do things in retaliation.
Right.
Now, if you say, if I'm the star and I may say something to you that you may feel slighted by, right? Now, we just regular, you may feel like, oh, fuck him. But then because I'm a star, it's like, oh, I'm going to show this bitch.
Right.
Jealousy, envy, all of this shit happens since the beginning of time. That shit just don't happen to rappers. It happens to anybody who's.
But it doesn't happen like this in other genres of music. And I guess it's because you're not talking about being in the streets.
And that's the point.
Because it's an extension of that.
Right. But it's also where you come from, so what else are you supposed to talk about?
But that's why, even like kind of what Jones said, it bothers me because it's like, I think the minute you become an entertainer or a hip-hop artist or anything in rap, or any music hip-hop related, you have to surround yourself with the proper team. And most of the time...
You can be out here selling dimes and nicks from now to 2026. The 2027 niggas feel like May got bricks, they coming in your house to get them.
And that's
just life.
And that's the
You
point.
can be selling dimes and nicks till 2026. That's a bar.
I ain't even know. That was hard.
But that's kind of the point I'm making. You gotta I think they need to surround themselves with better people.
No, you're right.
And also it's like Gilly said online, like when you're going to the club, like most of these people are out to get you. You're not in familiar territory. So just know them bitches you inviting over, they might be there just for the lick. You know what I mean?
You a lick.
Or you a lick, you free food. You know what I mean? Or it's just also one thing that bothers me is like look at Casanova when they was arguing on and Casanova got banned from performing here and or 50 having problems with her. What you're putting in the atmosphere is aggression and danger.
And sometimes that's what you're gonna get.
You know what I mean? So it's like look at Meek and Drake. People really hated one side because of the influence of the other side, and it shouldn't be like that. Because hip hop, at the end of the day, they have Rock Nation brunch. Everybody's there is united.
Right.
So why any other day in hip hop, what you could do like the Pac and Big shit, they really had people beefing. Motherfuckers never met Pac, never met Big, but didn't like a whole nother coast. It can't be that way. They gotta find a better way to not so much police hip hop or whatever, because people have lives before the music.
Right.
People have dirt before the music.
But that's also hard. But going into your point about rappers beefing, anything I can do something and then you can be better, it's always gonna be competition.
Niggas ain't trying to kill no niggas on the court though. On the basketball tip,
Listen,
I don't see Westbrook trying to shoot LeBron when shit ain't right.
Shit,
or niggas.
Avon Barksdale told Prophecy Joe, don't bring your ass back on this west side.
Prophecy Joe's last man standing out them two.
Yeah. So, like, nigga, if something, it's always gonna be like that.
But I just want to let one thing before we move on, man, on just that part of it. Don't want to lose the sight of young motherfucking black men getting killed after making it out of the bad in life, and then you get into the superstardom of the world, and then you get your life taken away. I just want to say, shout out, rest in peace to them souls. I ain't saying you innocent, because I agree with a lot of shit that Jones said as well. But I just don't want to get lost in the topic, because I don't want people to see this and they be like, oh, they deserve it, and none of that. No, it is what it is. You get what you put out there in the earth sometimes, but it's still fucking unfortunate.
And the reason why we say this is because it affects us. At the end of the day, we love music.
Right.
I would never be able to hear another Nipsey album again.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? And that's the love that we had.
And to your point, but it ain't even just the niggas. It's the females too. Like, don't we? Cardi B, homegirl, just got indicted.
Yeah. It's a young lady that just got killed too. I seen Kalani and a lot of other artists shout them out. I don't really know her name, but yeah, this shit happened.
So my point being is that, man, we really got to learn that in hip hop, man. That whole mentality of tougher than the next, or that whole gangster mentality, we gotta go past that shit.
Deliver your message through music.
But how though? Because
in the words of another person that's dead, man, fight with your hands, man. Like Pops was saying, get out of here with that killing a nigga shit, 'cause you ain't vibing.
How do you say get away from that?
You're not killing niggas?
No, I'm saying our whole culture is based on, especially with rapping.
It's violence.
Until you really get to a certain age to understand, is that live what you rap about. right? If you live what you actually rap about, that automatically takes you up a few notches, right? So how do you then say on the flip side, well, what do you tell them to do? What do you tell them to rap about?
And the catch-22 about what Jones saying, a lot of people we even experienced locally, he ain't about what he rap about. And you can check, you know what I mean? Remember growing up, niggas always was like, he ain't about that shit, don't nobody listen to that. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes in the music industry, we just was talking about Pusha. Where your bricks at, Pusha? But you know what I mean? And that shouldn't even be the type of...
And I give you, and while not, I give you fucking Cub and Pitts. Right? Go into the battle, which is still legendary like 15 years later.
Right.
It was always looked at like Cub did what he rap about with Pitts didn't.
Right. But that's in my...
Even though that's the image behind it, but that really may not be true.
Right.
Right.
And also you can't discredit, and that's why I say we chose sides. You was guns, I was Cub. But we chose sides, and at those times we was arguing about those type of things.
But
and
that could have been done competitively, and everybody can go home and talk about it 15 years later.
But the problem,
killing a nigga.
But that's hard.
And that's a rare night
that happens.
But that's a rare night that happens. That's what we're saying.
It happens at battle raps every time.
We gotta
have a battle rap.
Somebody was shooting that night.
Somebody might shoot it tonight. Somebody, I mean, listen,
we just gotta find better ways to. I'm gonna say this, but we gotta find better ways to protect the artists. And even protecting the artists could go into the deals that they get. Mm-hmm. They could sign a fucked up deal, them 360 deals or
it's
whatever.
happening right now.
Who's going through that right now? Because I'm very unfamiliar.
I don't know what's main man name.
Who Malcolm the Stallion?
Man, no,
Marcus the Stallion.
Oh, that's crazy. But you know the 360 deals are some of the worst deals.
Baby.
And I seen somebody post online like, when you get signed, when you write a rap, go get a lawyer.
I can't call it.
Right.
Go get a lawyer because
that should be one. And that's the one thing that you never hear on any other genre of music is people having fucked up contracts.
Right.
Or
don't own their music. Don't own their royalties.
You'll hear from time to time, but it's not as prevalent as you hear it in hip hop.
Because everything, I feel like everything black is public. We be making our shit. I ain't saying just us. It just always becomes, especially in today's media. Like back in the day, motherfuckers had bad contracts. Like I felt like Tupac was always heard to have a bad contract, but you never seen it in the media. It was just something that people talked about.
But you knew Pac.
I feel like
you never heard him say out loud.
This is always, to me, this is a case of what I consider short-sightedness. And I feel like a lot of times, no, for real.
We need to have a share moment too.
No, straight up. I feel like a lot of times artists will sign a deal because they don't fully understand what their potential is. And it's not just music. I feel like it's the same shit in sports. Niggas will sign a contract, then turn around and say, you know what?
I want to renegotiate.
I want to renegotiate. I'm holding out because I feel like I outperformed my contract. Well, you signed the motherfucker then. Why did you sign it if you feel like you was worth more than that?
I agree and disagree with that.
I think in hip hop, people need to be more educated on the business side. Like when Gotti just said he had to spend a bag just to own his own music over the years or things of that nature. So it's just like in hip hop, and you can't blame people. You can even look at it down to the Locks and the Hot Boys. They were so happy to get out the hood, they'll sign whatever.
What do you expect?
Then honor it. Then
what do you expect from an
18-year-old?
18-year-old or 19-year-old?
Then
Never had
honor
nobody
it.
believe in them.
Then honor
But
it. You signed it.
But you gotta have
the words you're using.
You gotta have
exactly what the issue is. Where's the honor?
Where's the
person
integrity
that's doing this?
Where's the integrity behind it?
Nothing falls on that.
And I'm gonna just say,
where's their honor?
Mace ain't recorded a song on Bad Boy in over 15 years. He has to wait till he's 50 to earn royalties off of his music. But Puffy is running around preaching all this black excellence, and I'm looking out for my people and all that.
Let's be honest.
Where's the love?
Let's be honest. We can't sit here in front like Puffy didn't give Mace a fucking silver platter. All you had to do was write raps, nigga. You didn't have to worry about production, videos, wardrobe. He gave you everything.
I got the perfect rebuttal to this.
Write the raps,
You
nigga.
say this about Mace, but on the We Are the Streets album, you loved all that shit they talked about Puff. And that's when y'all started saying Puff was shirking niggas. And the Locks is your favorite group.
I never, and with all that being said though, I never said anything about the Locks' contract. I said if them niggas shouldn't be out there with shiny suits on trying to go bubblegum pop. But if that's not them,
but
that was my only gripe. When I said let the Locks go, that's what I
make you bubblegum pop. Their music was never bubblegum pop. They just had on shiny suits.
The point I'm making is though, Shad, if you're gonna preach all this integrity through your music and what you built and all this, you gotta have some integrity in how you deal with business, with people. You got to. And that's why you got so many artists going broke and doing this type of shit.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If you started your job on Monday,
Right.
and then in 3 months, and you agreed to whatever your salary is, what gives you the right in fucking 3 pay periods to come back and say, you know what, nah, boss, I feel like I'm worth more than when I agreed. I've been killing this last 3 months or this last 2 months. It's time for a raise now. When they told you we give raises, we give raises annually.
Can I ask you a question though? The rebuttal to that is, if I no longer work at that job, do they still get paid for me not working?
No.
So why?
But again,
you see where I'm going though. You see where I'm going.
Because then again,
no, you see where I'm going.
No. So what he's saying is, if basically
they're still making money off these artists and they're not there.
Even though Mace not signed a Bad Boy no more, Puff's still making money off of Mace.
But since you brought up NBA earlier, Joakim Noah's still getting paid from like the fucking Knicks or somebody.
All I'm saying is, if you sign a contract, I really feel like if I as the CEO choose not to renegotiate that contract,
yeah, that's right.
I have that right. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Fucked up or not?
Well, look, man, there's so many dangers in the entertainment industry, period, but especially hip hop, man. You gotta read your paperwork, get educated on what you're doing, surround yourself with the right people.
It might kill you literally or kill your pockets.
And to the owners and the people finding these people, man, be fair with the talent. I know it's easy to say it from the outside looking in, but give them a fair shake, man.
The catch-22 to that, though, is all about projection. I don't know you're going to be this.
And we don't know the truth of a lot of these situations, neither. We only going off what's put out there to us by the people. Carl Crawford is saying ain't nothing wrong. Megan Thee Stallion is saying a lot is wrong.
But also to the artists, if they want to sign you, that means you worth something. Stay independent.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Unbiased Podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, tell everybody on your social media, man. Text your best friend, text your old thing. Just let them know we here, man.
Pedro Martinez time.
So what we gonna do, man? You know, this is a segment, the reoccurring one. You know how we give it up when we giving people their flowers while they still here. So we can jump this right off, man. Shad, what you got for me, man?
So this week, man, I'm gonna definitely give it up to my boy, man. You know, we always say that, you know, inspiration and motivation is something that should be acknowledged, man. We're not in, like you said, we're not in competition.
Right.
So, you know, we should always take time to acknowledge somebody that inspires you to do better, to be greater. So I'm gonna give it up to my boy, man. My boy came this week, episode 10, locked and loaded. Yeah, I mean, my guy, Bubba 5K.
This is not crazy.
On some serious shit though, I definitely want to give it up to me, man, for coming well prepared, and he definitely got me on my grind for the next time I'm in the quarterback seat. I gotta make sure I gotta come with my shit in order. So it was one of the smoothest, for me, funnest episodes in a long time, so I'll give it up to salute my boy.
Absolutely.
That's a blessing, man. Who you got, bud?
I'm gonna be very impromptu with who I'm giving it up to tonight, and I am not giving it up to a person. I'm giving it up to an object. I don't know how much time this has left, so I'm gonna give it up to it while it's still lasting. To the rustic gold Timberlands that my father wears all the time. The heel actually is flexible, and you can wear it like this. It's a slide, and it's like a hug. I'm giving it up to these bitches has not got much left, and it's literally like that bitch is golden and rustic. For real, I gave this to these niggas.
Is those single soul or double soul?
Oh no, these is the real
deal. You can't even tell.
Hey,
no soul.
I'm giving it up to the real Timberland. This bitch is so
atheist.
Yo, the fucking tree is gone, and I swear to God, this is a real Timberland. So I'm giving it up to Pops, man. That nigga is the definition of
He only got one boot. He ain't got a pad. He got one boot.
Look at the shoestrings. I think he put a different pair.
Those are Nikes. Who you got, Jones,
that
man?
Nike Timberland.
No, I swear to God, I ain't know where you was going at with that.
That bitch said an object.
Yeah.
I had to get my share of shit.
On the last episode, I gave it up to a local ball player, right?
Wow.
So I want to give it up to even younger ball players, 2 players. I want to give it up to Nice Son Elijah.
Damn, you took mine.
Oh,
go ahead, you good.
Dang. And TC Son Cheat Code.
Oh yeah,
I feel like them 2 youngins,
they got some gold up in them.
They next up.
They go and Elijah is a.
Not to cut in. Shout out LB, one of the youngest I coach.
I'm just talking. LB maybe next on back.
No, I was going to be comparison. We just shout out young people. I was gonna throw them out.
But them two. I feel like they next up, and Elijah got that dog in him.
Cheat code and George.
I just hope he get taller.
Oh, he can grow.
That could be his Achilles.
But Elijah only like 7, 6, maybe. I don't know how old Elijah is.
All I know is that his heart is special.
Yeah.
And the talent that he has.
And he's passionate.
But it's the heart, that heart he has, man.
He's very blessed, man. Him and Chico, my guy, man.
I ain't never seen him play.
His nickname is Chico, and he played for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I went to one of his games. His father said, "We in the county, only left-hand layups today." That's all he did was left-hand layup. That was impressive.
That's how nice he is.
Chico, for real.
What's the age?
And I feel the same way about Chico. I feel like I just want him to get taller as well.
What's the age?
Chico
might be like 12. He stopped playing football with, you know what I mean?
So basketball stand.
Yeah, nephew.
And
Keep doing your thing, nephew.
Please let me know next time you play. I don't think I ever seen him.
So for me, man, you know how you give it up, man. These last few weeks, man, I've been noticing that this person really attends and supports everybody he comes in contact with. And over the past week, he coached his team to a championship game, man. I gotta give it up to my man Bud. I went to the game, man. You know what?
Man, is that nigga coaching? Just on the squad.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Bud told the kid, "I love your unselfishness, but that was your layup. Don't pass." That was impressive because Bud gave him the positive and the negative about what he did. And
I like that, Bud.
And turned that motherfucker over.
Yeah, he turned it over. And the one thing I can say about Bud, man, Bud might get on those kids' nerves, but Bud is really there. Bud coaches football. He coaches basketball. Bud went to the gala. He went to the album release party. He went to the Black History Expo. Bud is downtown at the damn mayor's office.
Bud everywhere.
And Bud's just so supportive of everybody.
I appreciate it, bro. I told myself in 2020 I was gonna do my best to like put myself in different places.
And Bud deserves it. Bud deserves it. On top of everything he was going through with his, his grandmother passing away, man. Bud he never let that keep him down, man. Bud keep going. So I had to give it up to Bud today, especially after I said how he acted on me over the color. The last words, man. Let's keep it going, Sharon. What you got for the last words, man? Let's wrap this up and get to the next one.
Yeah, man, fuck it. We ain't
doing
no
me is always
no
good.
last word.
You ain't got no last words? What you got? You ain't got nothing, Bud?
Thank you, mate.
Hey. What's up, Jones?
As always, stay true to yourself. Be real.
Yeah, dude.
Man, look, I'm going to tell people like this, man. You live by the sun, you love by the moon, man. Holla at y'all in the next episode.
That sounded fire.
Right, it definitely sounds perfect. E4G.
I'm just holding this piss. No, what that means.